Hey guys, TonySkullYT here, and this is the first week of my Wasteland Only challenge in 7 days to die. It took a long time to make, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get started on day 1. I chose version 8.20.7 for this playthrough. I have tried this in the past on 8.21, and it's pretty much impossible to get anywhere. You just dehydrate to death because jars were removed from the game. Making the world, everything is pretty generic, besides the 300% XP multiplier. Without this, the challenge wouldn't be fun to watch, trust me. I set the drop on death to nothing because I already know that I'm going to die a lot and I want this to be fun. In earlier testing, I found that dogs can absolutely obliterate me in earlier parts of the game. Other than that, you can see the world generation here. No towns, no POIs, many craters, many cracks, few water sources, mostly plains, and all wasteland. First thing I do is throw away some of the junk that I'll never use. I check out this abandoned house, and this is going to be the start of my looting obsession. And I cannot jump. Ooh, a sandwich. As I go off and loot the local area, I find some nice loot. And my goal at the time was to find a bathroom tile, because when I tested it in 8.21, I could pick up jars filled with murky water from bathroom tiles, and I thought that would be really useful since I could get basically infinite water if I just found a bathroom tile. And there seem to be a lot of tiles over here, so as I go and beat up trees and stuff, what's about to happen right here is going to happen a lot, so get used to it.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, dogs are really hard in this game. They're stronger than you, they're faster than you, they're smaller than you, they're more agile than you. And look what happens when you don't have a spawn point. You just spawn directly on the dog. And you get spawn killed. After managing to not get instantly spawn killed by any zombies or dogs, I managed to take down both of the other zombies that were by my spawn, and then I go back on my search looking for more loot and a bathroom tile. While I am looting nests and backpacks off the ground, I see something in the distance. That looks like a bathroom tile. That is a bathroom tile. As I go and explore this place, I see the toilet, and there's water in it. And since there's water in the toilet, I decide that I'm going to spend the rest of my life in this base. As I slowly build this place back from the ground up, I make more progress in the game.
Oh my god! Wow!
I start to rebuild the second story of this building, and I decide that I'm going to get a chest and a bed so I don't get spawn killed by any dogs, and I have a place to store my loot. My heart quickly gets broken as I realize that I cannot fill up empty jars with sinks, urinals, or toilets. I wish that they did not remove this feature. Once I finish for now on my base, I continue looting and I end up finding some pretty good stuff. But in the end, you can see what happens. In the end, I have decided that I am way too crippled, I am infected, I have a bunch of injuries, so I decided that would be a good idea to go meet my ex's dad. After meeting my ex's dad, I spawned back at my base, and I put all the loot that I got from my journey in my storage chest. As I go back to feeding my crippling looting addiction, I end up stumbling upon something that I wish I didn't stumble upon. Other than that, this one was pretty good. I did get a good few scares from some bears. While I was actually doing this, I was thinking like what kind of build I should go for. I was thinking going for a spear and bow because bows are like really efficient and you can get a bunch of arrows really fast because feathers and rocks, wood are abundant in this area. But let's see what happens really quick. Like, how are you supposed to beat that? I figured out a few ways, but you'll see later on. After spawning back at my base and storing all of my loot, I decide to get a bunch of wood so that I can build the base up more. Get some defenses up, work on the walls, because right now it's still looking completely destroyed. As I am killing the zombies that have invaded my base and building my base back up, the start of the night of day 2 slowly approaches, and now it is day 2 and I do not have a transition for this because this entire time I was distracted trying to kill zombies. Being tired after running around hopeless for 2 hours, being repetitively killed by dogs and zombies, I decide to take a break, and that cues the end of this session. On to day 2. I start off day 2 by going down and trying to remove this block that I put in the way to keep zombies out at night. I could have gotten up right here, but I decided that I wanted to die. I died. After that whole ordeal, I decided to go mine down some trees so that I can get wood and work and defend on my base. While that is all happening, I test out my new sledgehammer on some nearby zombies and also my bow, and I invest in some perks. As I finish working on my base, I decide to clear my inventory and then go out on the hunt to find good loot. While I am looting, I end up finding a wrench, which at the time I think would actually be really useful, but later on I find out that it's pretty much useless. As I quote-unquote get back home, aka dying for the millionth time, I decided that it would be a good idea to invest in a yucca fruit farm, which will help my hydration a lot, as it only requires 2 pieces of yucca fruit and 1 glass jar. While all that was happening, as you may have noticed, I've been investing every drop of EXP into the looting perk, because the only way to get good resources in this Forbidden Wasteland is through looting. After that, I decide to make a chest right next to my campfire, which I'll use to store all my seeds, food, water, other misc items related to food and water, like water jars, aloe vera leaves, raw meat, medication, antidepressants, I guess, because this wasteland is horrible. After that, I place down a door, I upgrade it a little bit, and then I decide to go outside for once and then dig a hole. This hole will be very useful later on, trust me. While I was mining the hole, I also got a bunch of clay, which will be useful for creating farm plots. I also get extra wood so I can make 3 new farm plots, and then I decide to go get some more resources and make even more farm plots, investing in the yucca fruit farm. After trying to put supports to my base, I end up falling off like a complete boo-boo brain. After getting back from mining down a bunch of trees, I get some resources and I clear my inventory a little bit because I'm going to go on a journey to get more loot. After getting home from that short journey, because it was getting close to night, and at nighttime zombies will kill you faster because they are faster and stronger, I think. They probably are faster and stronger, but I decided to go work on that hole because while I was getting loot, I actually got some good ideas of what I should do. After that dog decided to bully me, I got up to the top of my base and I ended up finishing the fences around my base using the extra wood that I got earlier. And then I decided to go back into the moat / hole, and then I bullied the dog. As it is approaching day 3, I am working on the second part of the moat because it is still night. Welcome to day 3, and as you'll see, it is very satisfying as I finish off making this moat. Right here is when a bear just randomly decides to fall into the hole and scare the hell out of me. As you just saw, I got brutally tortured by that bear and the motorcycle guy that decided to fall into the hole too. And it also turns out that a dog wanted to go into the hole, so now I have to deal with all of them now. Since it was still close to morning, I decided that I was going to work on the hole some more, even though I just got obliterated by some zombies. I hope you enjoyed that, because in my opinion it was really satisfying to watch, almost as entertaining as the Subway Surfers. I clear up some debris on the ground, and then I go back to working on the hole. As you saw, I did not know that if you actually complete the mission that's like create clothes and build a house and stuff. So I was trying that out and I noticed that it actually gives you 4 skill points, and while I was doing that, it tasked me with placing a block down, as like build your house or whatever. You know, I've already done that like hours ago. And I ended up placing a block under the broken held up area because I dug out all the ground underneath, and then when I broke the block and placed a campfire, it ended up making everything fall. I don't know why it did that. I don't know the game's logic that well, but I don't see why placing a campfire would make it all fall down. If somebody can explain, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoy the silence as this very satisfying compilation plays. All the silence quickly ends as a bear decides to come near me, and I make the dumb decision to lead it into the hole and waste a bunch of time killing it. As you just saw, I got completely obliterated by that dog because I wasted all my stamina on the bear and I could not use enough traps to kill the dog. So once I spawn back in, I go to the top of my base and I end up using my bow, killing both the bear and the dog, eventually. And a dog decides to attack me. As you're watching me dig the rest of this hole, may I remind you that we are halfway through the week. Also, you should definitely be subscribed. If you aren't subscribed already, subscribing really helps on my channel, and liking will boost the algorithm, so will commenting, so leave a comment if you like this video and want me to make a week 2.
We had enough of those edits.
Since I realized I couldn't get to the main island anymore without doing a bunch of jumps, and most of the time I'd probably be overcumbered, and I wouldn't be able to jump that far, I decided that I was going to make like a kind of bridge that goes most of the way from the outside to the island. And the one thing that I didn't compensate for at the time was the little demon zombies that look like cannibals from Sons of the Forest. So I ended up building these 2 bridges that lead to my base, and this will be the way that I get in and out, besides ladders that I will place on the corners later. Until then, I am mining around my base, making it look a little bit neater. And then I go and farm my yucca fruit and the other plants I've been growing. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to like pick up plants, if there's like a specific button, and if I'm doing this incorrectly then let me know in the comments. After replanting my yucca fruit, I make a hole through one of the bridges, and then I decide to make a second door so that I could easily go to one side of the base to the other side of the base. I end up going around my base, and I decide that I want to expand the perimeter of my main island by 1 block, so I do that, and then I go and place ladders around all the corners so I can easily get out. Placing some torches around my base and organizing my inventory, I end up fixing the main island a little bit, getting rid of some debris that are on the backyard, quote unquote, and making it have grass. And I also placed on a mailbox as I'm expecting a package containing my long lost twin, Green Tony Skull YT. I hope that you did enjoy this pretty uneventful day because not much happened. I barely even left my base, but this calls the end of day 3 and the start of day 4. Going on to day 4. Nothing notable happens in the first 4 in-game hours, so we're just gonna skip to the part where I'm dying a bunch of times to dogs while looting nearby houses, cars, and junk off of the ground. if you couldn't already tell, I'm just so fed up with these dogs. Like, there's no way to get past them if you don't have traps or if you don't have like a gun or something. I just accept death by this point. Death is the only way to get away from these dogs. Yeah, the worst part about it is that after you get attacked by a dog, you're also gonna get attacked by a bunch of vultures if you've been alive for a long time. So like, you're always gonna die. There's no hope unless you have like a sledgehammer or something. I'm sorry for that rant. These dogs, man, they gotta like make them easier. They're worse in A21 though. They are so much worse in A21, I swear.
Ranged mods. Oh wait, beer recipe. Let's see what we get. Ooh, silencer. That's good for a sniper. Ooh, that actually is pretty useful.
After getting back to base, I clear my inventory from all the loot that I got from the loot crate, and then I also organize my chests, as you can see right here. Then I go back below the island base, because since I expanded out one block earlier, that means that I can put like these upgraded wood blocks down. I'm not putting them down directly, I'm actually upgrading them, because if you upgrade them, then you get a lot more EXP. So at the same time, I'm getting a crap ton of EXP, while I am also building defenses up for my base. After finishing the border around the island, that's just all the wood, and then leveling up a few times, I decide that I'm going to build some walls around the little bridge areas. Just these two, so that like out of the two sides that I have, I won't be able to see out of two of them. Makes me feel a little bit safer. As I finish working on the walls and mine down some more trees so I can actually upgrade the blocks, I decide that I'm going to be upgrading my base a little bit, working on like the, I don't know what to call it, the jump bridge thing, the London Bridge, because it has a giant hole in the middle. I don't know how that relates to anything about the London Bridge, but I just don't know what to call it. It's just a hole with doors soon. And a big hole. As you can see, like that zombie just jumped from the outside side of the quote-unquote bridge into the inside part of the bridge. So I do some testing. I put some doors down so that they can't jump. So like when they try to jump to me, they won't see the doors and they're just gonna fall into the pit. So I don't know like what else to do from here, honestly. There's not much in defenses I could do. Unless I spent like an entire day just completely dedicated to mining down trees so that I can have like enough defenses, enough traps to actually like kill zombies around my base. Which I don't know how I would get that much wood, and it would still, even if I did have that much wood, it would still take up like half a day just to craft up all those traps. But sorry for talking for so long. I started to make a cellar right here, which I'm going to be using for my farm so I can store my yucca fruit safer. Because one threat is vultures, because vultures come out of the air and they can reach pretty much anything. And you know what's pretty high up that vultures can reach? My plants. So if I put them underground, they'll be able to reach them. Day 4 ends with me almost starving to death from building the hole because it costs so much stamina. And let's go on to day 5. Starting off day 5, I don't do much besides I do find this nitrate powder deposit near my base, so I mine this a little bit, get 120 nitrate powder, so then I can craft more farm plots. Also, I hope that you enjoyed the spore intro. After that, I go back to the mine area. I don't really know what they call it too much. The future farm. I make a little hole so that I could actually like walk around, place in some flooring, place in some roofing. This area is not going to be too useful later on. It was literally such a waste of time. I could have just like done anything else and it would have been more efficient than this. But like, it's really cool though, because like, if I'm getting chased by a bunch of zombies, I could just go down here, and then it would take them like 30 seconds to get down because I dug it so low for no reason. But this area is pretty cool. As you can see, I am starving to death. Like, hunger is such a big issue in this game. like, it's not 7 days to die, it's 3 days to starve to death. Because how are you realistically gonna get so much food that you're gonna be able to, like, actually play the game? I mean, well, in normal games, it's not as hard, because there's supermarkets, and you can farm pigs, and whatever else. I don't know, I don't play a normal game that much. I rage quit for a few hours because, like, I literally just went inside to get some food or something, and nope, there's just a dog. There's just a dog and I die. Nope, there's just no going around it. There's just a dog and I die. There's a dog near me, I'm dead. Since my health is so low and I don't feel like actually going back on 7 health, a broken arm, and over encumbered, I decide that I'm going to go meet my ex's dad once again, and then going straight back to looting. Also, by the way, I brought my shotgun from the chest, which I didn't realize that I had a level 5 shotgun. So I just ended up bringing the level 3 shotgun, but I ended up bringing the level 3 shotgun so then I could actually, like, kill dogs. I have enough bullets to take out a few dogs. So as you can see, I just survived the attack right there. So this is going to be a pretty long looting run. And as you can see, I'm going to be finding some pretty good stuff. So these shotgun shells were definitely worth it.
Yo, what? Oh, wow. I'm gonna take that. Definitely, I'm actually gonna try it out.
Is that really all of day 5? Like, where's the rest of day 5? Whatever, going on to day 6. I start off day 6 by working on more walls because I know that the horde is going to be coming soon, and then setting up these walls right now will be really beneficial in the future. And also I get a lot of EXP from this. inventory and taking a gun with some ammo, I go in a direction where I have not gone in the search for looking for some water. I completely forgot what the map looked like before I actually started playing this world, so I had no idea where any lakes, oceans, water things were. So I just had to go like a kilometer in one direction and just hope that I found a water source. But what I was going to do is use a bucket, and with the bucket I was going to fill up like a toilet or something that I could refill my water jar with. But I did some testing earlier and I figured out that you can't actually refill water jars anymore. So instead what I'm going to do is I get my bucket and I'm going to place down a water source, and then I'm just going to use that for infinite water, basically, kind of like in Minecraft.
Yo, what? No way. No way. Compound bow? Isn't that like the best bow? Right? That's the best bow, right? 54 range damage? Wait, what's this one? 31? Bow. So it's just wooden bow, compound bow. Yeah, it's the best bow. Let's... Oh god. Let's go! I got a good bow.
Since I got the compound bow, which is pretty much like the best bow in the game, I can kill dogs now. Like, I can kill dogs from far away because this thing does so much damage. If I'm being chased, then I can just load my bow while I'm running, aim backwards and shoot. I'll kill a dog. It's just so efficient. Like, it's literally so good. I don't need to use like ammo, just arrows, and then it's just like more efficient than the shotgun. Longer range, the bullets are significantly cheaper. I can basically get as much as I want of them, and I can kill dogs super easily. So this is definitely the biggest win that I have in this week. First week, level 4 compound bow, best find, I swear.
Is it a lake or a river? Or an ocean? Hell yeah, either way, alright. So glad I died back there from that dog. So much freaking water. Life complete. Water is short. I guess if this does... Come on, man, that's unfair. I guess I wasn't gonna use it anyway. Can't even use this decor anymore. But where's the water at? Alright.
So once I figured out that the sinks actually can't give you water for empty water jars, I do some more testing and I find out that if I just have 2 buckets, I can basically get infinite water. So as you see, I craft some iron to make some buckets. But the thing is, I didn't craft the buckets because I am not that smart, so I just wasted like 2 hours just walking all the way over here because I don't have the buckets. So I end up going bye-bye, meet Max's dad again, and then I get back home, craft the buckets, and then I get some buckets full of water because I walk back over here. And then the story is, yeah. Back home with the water in hand, I can finally have my own source of infinite water, which is actually really useful because now I can basically have infinite water, duh. But like, you don't really understand how good this is. Because in 8.21 when I was playing, it was basically impossible to survive more than like 2 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours because of the like amount of water you can find. The only water that you could find was from like backpacks or loot drops, toilets, and the thing with toilets is like here they're really common, but in the other world and stuff, they were so rare. I only found one within 10 hours of gameplay. It's crazy in 8.21, trust me. But other than that, once I finish this water hole, I go back inside, I craft some extra crates, and then I organize my inventory and organize storage. After organizing a bunch, I go back up to my base, and then I get all the yucca fruit, corn, aloe vera. Then I go back down to the mine, where I'm going to be making the hole bigger. And then I'm also going to be placing down some of the farm plots, working on some of the framing, making the hole bigger, and putting my seeds, other plant stuff in the chests, like farm plots, and also setting down some water. So, enjoy this. Hope you guys enjoyed that teaser intro, and as you see here, I am working on the farm, digging out some areas, making it bigger, and then I'm going to completely finish this area until I decide that I'm going to make it bigger, which will probably come up in week 2. And speaking of week 2, if you want to see week 2, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and it will be better than this one, because this one I did not have a lot of planning for week 1, but I'm gonna have a lot of planning for week 2. So leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want to see that, and I'm gonna let this time lapse play on. So I figure out that this is a feature. I have 121 hours of total playtime in 7 days to die. Why did this take me so long to figure out?
Wait. You can do this? What? No way. What? What? Since when? Bruh. I swear I'm so done with this game.
With my newly found knowledge on the game, I decide that I'm going to completely revamp my base, get rid of the old bridges, well not all of it, but I'm going to be working on a lot of stuff. As you can see, I'm clearing mountains around my base so that zombies can't easily jump over it, working on stairs around my base, making it look prettier like an actual house in the game. Like, I'm serious when I say this. I have 121 hours of playtime in this game, and I did not know that you could place other blocks besides a 1x1 cube. Like, there's over 1,000 different blocks in this game. Since when? Upgrading the perimeter blocks for even more EXP. I use the levels to invest more in damage perks, and as you can see, the day 7 is red, and this means a lot of danger as you can see me preparing. As you can see here, I am placing down a bunch of campfires near the wall. The reason why I'm placing campfires, as you may have noticed, while I was building the holes, I also had campfires down. I initially used them for lighting the area up so I can see, because animal fat is pretty rare, only coming from bears, and I don't kill the bears that much. So I end up filling a bunch of campfires up with coal. These will burn these zombies alive as they're attacking me, dealing passive damage. If you haven't already noticed, I've been getting the coal from trees, since they're ember trees. And the moment that we've all been waiting for, the horde on day 7.
Oh no, I think it's a good idea to use a Molotov.
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes late. This challenge was amazing. This is like the most fun that I've ever had in 7 Days to Die. This isn't the end yet. I still have some stuff to go through, so stick around for that. But this challenge was awesome, dude. Like, this is the most fun that I've ever had in this game. I've learned so much. I've learned how to adapt through the harsh environment of the wasteland. I've killed so many zombies, hours and hours of looting, finding new strategies to deal with dogs, getting good loot, freaking out over bears. This was honestly awesome. So thank you guys for sticking around for so long, and then I'm going to cut to this final part right here where you're going to see all these stats and a little review of the base. So I have 0 health reduction, 0 max stamina, armor rating is 44.57, explosion resistance 44.73, armor crit to 24%, stamina per second is 8.3, 0.01 for healing, and cold resist, heat resist, mobility, jump strength, carry capacity, damage, block damage, rounds per minute, and attacks per minute. See my core character stats: health, stamina, food, water, killed almost 400 zombies, died 33 times, traveled 43 kilometers, almost 10,000 items crafted, and 46,000 EXP next level, and I'm on loot stage 159. So for the base review, what we have here is 2 entrances. One right here, and then we could go up these stairs, and then we could go and we can do that one too. We have the farm plots from earlier up here. Going down, we have my bed, the boxes, my storage, my furnace, the empty duffel bag, which I never removed but never used. Going down, we have the bathroom, we have our 2 sinks, the plant that I placed, toilet, a chair. Exiting out of here, we have a mailbox, and then we have another mailbox full of buckets, and here's my water source. All the way around here, we have campfires to burn zombies. Going into this is where I grow my yucca fruit, as you saw in the video.
Got this nice little fancy place full of yucca plants and pumpkin. Oh, pumpkins. But going outside, let's see what we got. At the outside, we have all these broken walls. And then you can also see the house. It looks like a toilet, like a really big toilet. A floating torch, because that's normal in this game. And then this is the spot where I originally found this. So if you guys enjoyed that tour, then make sure to like and subscribe. Hope you guys did enjoy this video because it took me 2 weeks to finish this video. More than 2 weeks, like 15 days, 16 days. So if you message me on Discord the word watermelon, I will give you something special for making it this far. Anyways, this has been Tony Scale YT, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.